Right. Hello and welcome to the Southerner and the Northerner podcast. I am your host, Daniel, and this is my friend.
Phil, nice to be back, and I hope everybody out there is doing okay and have enjoyed their first week of freedom in pubs and bars.
Yes. Hope
And
everyone hasn't got too wankered.
and I hope everybody's got nice hairstyles and haircuts, just like Daniel here, sporting a new look, which is pretty cool.
Well, yeah, my hair was an absolute mess. It needed doing.
It needed doing, otherwise you would think he was a walking rug. But there you go. What can we say about that?
Yeah, pretty much. I use a Turkish barbers. They're great.
As long as you didn't get Turkish delights from them.
No, Christ. That's one thing that really confuses me. They do that thing with like wax or something where they put something in your ear and like light it. There's hair gel everywhere. It's got a little bit of like alcohol in it. So considering there must have been at least 20 things in front of me of hair gel and hairspray.
Yes.
So too close to that.
So far, you've escaped that, unless that's why your hair is the way it is, because you had half it burnt off by the
No.
I know.
Apart from that, like the area I live in, they have opened what 2, 3, 5, as far as I'm aware. From what I've heard. Well, the one that I normally go to. Actually, I go to 2. In that, there's another one a bit further up in the start of the main street from the where the Abbey is. There's one there, and that's outside seating, which obviously you can't do inside anymore at the moment.
No.
The other one is near where the post office used to be. I've heard that one's open, but I haven't seen it.
You haven't been there. Do you know if it's a forecourt ability? Because like what they're saying in the news, some places can't open because they haven't got a big enough.
Yeah, no. From what I've heard, and I have been there once or a couple of times, they do have outside seating. It's not massive, but they do.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's open. There's where the football, what I've been talking about, the football have a little bit of they have a pub.
Yeah.
That's not just open for when the games are on. And then obviously where I used to live, their pub is open. Or one of them anyway.
And has service been good in the places that you've been to?
Well, I've told you that the Vaults is pretty like hit or miss, depending on who's on the bar staff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like slagging them off. They're doing the job, aren't they? It's, tons of people.
If you've got 1 or 2 bartenders running around, but you've got loads of people that's needing servicing, it's going to be a bit of a wait individually.
Well, yeah, the other night I was waiting a bit.
Yes, I know. That was a bit of excuse my language.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I mean, I respect them for doing what they do. Last night I was at the Olympia, and they weren't doing too bad because again there weren't that many people. I think it's because they were just like originally. I think people were just going just to like go back and see people. I think it's starting to calm down a little bit now, which is good because obviously people don't want COVID again.
The routine of how they do it. Is that what,
I was sat with a mate that I've not seen in a while, and his mom and his brother. And then a mate came along, one of their mates came along, and I was introduced to him, and he seemed like a nice bloke. And then, I mean, it seems to be doing all right. I don't know what it's like at because...
No, I haven't actually gone far enough into town to see. I know of one pub that I used to go to down the road, and they don't really have an existing beer garden. It was only a little porch thing where you just have a fag. If you didn't want to go out the front and on the pavement, you can go in the back, but it's a little square area. I don't know if they extended that into beer garden. I don't think they have. And there's another pub, but that's further up the road, and it's a massive one. It's a big one. So I know that they would have a beer garden because I've been out there in that place.
I know a ton of Wetherspoons are open. There was a thing that I saw on Facebook somewhere. Yeah. They posted all the Wetherspoons that were opening. I don't like Wetherspoons. It's
no,
no. It's. I'll go if we're having a couple drinks before we actually head out. Maybe get a little bit of grub, but again, I'm not keen on the grub.
Is it because of the grub that you're not keen on Wetherspoons?
It just seems too. What's it? It all seems to be the same. You know, the food. You go in, it's
uniformed.
Yeah. I know that's obviously because it's a countrywide business. Yeah. But it just seems all uniformed and the same and everything. Plus, the prices aren't bad, but
I kind of think Wetherspoons is quite expensive because of the name. In any case,
it's a business.
Yeah.
So,
as I said before, comparing the north and the south taverns, your prices seem to be, like how they used to be in the 80s for us, like £2.50.
Unless you go to the Olympia.
Yeah. Whereas down here, if you go into any pub, say in the city, you're forking out £5 for a pint at the most.
Really?
Yeah. Or at the least, if anything.
Well, at the vaults, it's £2.50 for a pint, and it's not. And they're through a brewery, because obviously all pubs are owned by a brewery now.
Yeah, of course.
Because you don't seem to get many that are privately owned or anything, because again, the business won't do very well that way.
You would have thought that over the year of this COVID lockdown and shutdown and everything, you would think that some pubs would have just lost their license, and because they lost so much money in making business, that they just disappear. You get that. Maybe one or two pubs that they go, we couldn't sustain ourselves, so we have to shut down. And then if you remember in the news where they said about all the wasted beer they had to throw away. That's ridiculous. I never even thought about that they have to throw away wasted beer.
Well, again, it would have gone off. It had gone off.
I didn't know beer could go off, though.
Yeah. It's because from what it's made of.
All the yeast and stuff.
Yeah. Yeast, obviously, if you leave it too long, grows mold.
Oh.
Because it's a living organism.
Oh, shit. Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Shit, I've learned something now, people. I've learned something about...
Same with, like, the stuff, not just the yeast, it's made out of, like, a crop.
The wheat and barley and all that.
Yeah. It's, so that'll have gone off. Plus, why would you want to drink beer that's been...
Yeah, that's been in storage and coagulating and...
well, considering lockdown, which was... a while back.
It started a year, then we had a brief opening, then a closure again, and a brief opening. So it's been on and off with lockdown, isn't it?
I think they should have done it this way, the way they're doing it this time, from the beginning. Because then we'd be out of lockdown.
Yeah, probably. People were panicking, and not many people were sticking to the rules of what they were meant to. They still aren't, to be honest. We don't.
No, not really.
We're not sure that if we're out of there, to be honest.
Again, we are doing it gradually, which is good.
Yes.
And different rules and stuff. We have to use face masks every time we go into a shop.
I'm kind of used to that now.
Yeah, so am I. I mean, you do see it in a lot of places you do see it, before in London with people wearing face masks. Or if you've seen pictures of people in Japan, they wear it they wear it
all the time. Yeah, they're the main forerunners of mask wearing. And I always thought that was because of pollution. But now, obviously...
Probably before.
Yeah.
because London and Tokyo, for that matter, they're massive cities.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably why.
Mm-hmm. It's fine though, because but then you got to make sure you got the right kind of mask. Because some masks are very suffocating if you don't have the right.
I mean, it's difficult for me also because I wear glasses like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
I don't. I only do when I read.
It's difficult if I take them off. I take them off when I'm in my room, watching YouTube or something, because I normally just lay down. Not going to sleep. I just normally lay down because I'm.
You're chillaxing, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So if I go on my side, it squishes my glasses into my face a bit. And also, considering I normally always wear my headphones.
Yes.
So even though when I'm alone, that's a weird thing to me. Normally when I'm alone, I normally wear my headphones. I'm just so used to having people about.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had them on more or less 24/7 on your head. You're like Joe 90 gone wrong. But I know what you mean. But I don't know. I mean, face masks on a bus, I understand that.
Yes.
But when I get off a bus, I would just pull it down because I want to breathe fresh air because it's stifling. Or if I'm going to, like you always do, when you go into the shop, you put them on briefly, get what you need from the shop, and then you can remove it when you're outside.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, if it's working, everybody sticks to the rules and does what is safe.
Hopefully,
we won't have to go into another lockdown. Even if the European countries are having massive problems right now, hopefully we don't get.
I saw something about India.
Yes, I saw that last night. They're in fuck city, to be honest. They're fucked because they're not a very regulated country. They're not very, they're very lazy in how they do things, and that's why it's so high and heavy.
Yeah, I mean it's a strange thing to talk about, and again, it's. I'm glad that everything's slowly getting back to normal.
Yeah, of course.
Before lockdown, I got tickets to go and see Chris Ramsey, the comedian.
Yes.
And then it was pushed back. And he said that it was going to get pushed back again. And so far, I've not seen anything. Luckily, I've got my money back.
Which is fine. Yeah.
But I was so looking forward to going to see him because I mostly supported him I supported him all the way through when he was on Strictly Come Dancing. That was a couple of years ago now. So, I mean, well, I lost out on going to see a comedian that I really wanted to go to see.
Yeah, he might find a window to re-push his one-man show sometime this year or late this year or maybe next year. I mean, next year seems to be where everything's going to be put back into place.
Because obviously stadiums and stuff are going to be reopening to the public.
Yeah, that's a slow implementation. Because right now, even when we watched football last night, it was still empty stadiums, weren't it?
Don't talk to me about the football game last night.
Your face.
That was. Well done to Leeds for making it a draw.
What, at the last minute though, Dan?
Not too long before the end. At least they made it a draw because they wouldn't. Liverpool would have got another point on the table. Indeed. So I mean, they seem to be doing a decent at the moment. I just lost out on 90 quid because I put a 20 quid bet on it for Leeds to win. I was being optimistic.
Yeah, you'll have to be. I was egging on for Leeds to at least be one up so that you could win your bet, but wasn't to be, mate. Wasn't to be.
No, sadly not. Anyway, I'm not gonna do a whinge about it. I'll find something else to talk about because you have to potentially go for a few minutes while I and I'll keep it going while you go and do what you need to do.
Oh, that's if he rings. So I had the phone call just now. Well, not about 5 minutes ago. It was from Amazon saying I got 300 thing order, and I thought, no, I don't know that.
You got the same one as me, saying you've got you got the same call as me, where it's saying you've got 300 and odd iPads on order.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, because I got the same call.
I hung up as soon as they said that. I thought, I don't know nothing about that, so I hung up.
And I'm like, they're basically scammers that want your bank details.
Yeah.
Don't know why they want mine. I ain't got any money anyway.
Well, let's just say I'm the king counting these in the tower.
Counting, we'll go with that.
Yeah. So, then Daniel, so what have we got going on today then, sir, in this?
Oh, yes. We went on a tangent about pubs and stuff. I didn't even realise. We are going to talk a little bit about rude place names. I've been seeing a ton of videos all over YouTube where people are doing this. There's a game on the internet called GeoGuessr.
Oh, okay.
Basically, that you can have different categories of which one you do it, and they basically guess where this particular place is. They've done it for rude place names specifically, or you can do it randomly, or you can set it specifically for United States of America. You can set it for the UK. You can set it for pretty much one particular place. And basically, there's a category saying that you can set it to rude place names. And for some reason,
which is fine,
the United Kingdom seems to have quite a lot of them.
Well, you know the British.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a thing up right now.
Yeah, come on. Let's have a little play around with this. Let's see how many names we can find from this, and see how rude they can be and how funny they are.
Right. Considering you're down in London,
I am indeed.
Shepherd's Bush.
Well, I'm not going to say I've seen any shepherd's bush in my time, but yes, that's kind of harmless because that's not too.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a bad one.
No.
Then Cockfoster.
Cockfoster.
It's slowly getting up there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's giving you a here we go. This is what you're going to get. But I mean, there's a place, there's an alleyway in the city of London, and they call it Back Passage. So I kind of like that in a certain way. I think that's kind of cute.
Well, as you do.
Yeah. What do you got?
So moving away from London, because most of them seem to be about penises.
Yeah.
So we get we'll go just England in general. Yeah. I've got Beaver Close.
I
swear when we were talking about this just before we set the recording, you mentioned that one. I mentioned Beaver in general.
Beaver Close. That one's sitting in Surrey.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes.
You got anything?
There's a place called Bell End. Well, that's quite obviously.
Yeah, I mean, come on. There's got to be at least something. That's pretty normal.
Bell End. I do like Butthole Road. I think that's a bit full on. Butthole Road. I mean, I live in Butthole Road.
As you do, if you want to live there, you can. I've got. Where is it? I swear I just saw one. Where is it? We'll just go with this one. In Northumberland, they've got Bushy Gap. I know. It's not the one that I was going for, but I don't know where that one is that I just saw.
I have one that's in Essex, and it's called Fingering Hoe.
As you do. Oh, wow. As
I
you
just
do.
don't know why they would even make names like that, man.
There it is. In Cornwall, there is Brown Willie.
Oh, the Brown Willies. I suppose that's a place full of black geezers. I'm only joking.
I don't know.
But
I mean, it's Cornwall.
Brown Willie.
There it is. That's the one that I was looking for. I just saw it.
Go on, give us it. Let's have it.
No. That's the one I was looking for because I literally just saw it. Let's see if I can find another one. Oh, Fanny Barks.
Fanny Barks.
Yeah, as in, Fanny, as in, and then Barks as in dog.
Oh, okay, Fanny Barks. Yeah, well, I suppose we've come across plenty of barking fannies, but we'll have to deal with that.
This is so going to be not allowed for children.
Yeah, it's true. I have one in Worcestershire. Well, I can't even say that word. Worcestershire. I can't say that word.
Worcestershire?
Yeah.
Worcestershire, something like that?
Yeah, Worcestershire. They have one called Minge Lane. I like that. It's kind of sweet and straight to the point.
I have one in Kent. It's Gravelly Bottom Road.
Gravelly Bottom Road. Oh my God. Wow. In Hampshire, there's a place called Sandy Balls.
I've seen that one, but yeah. What else? Have I got anything? Oh, there's a place in Surrey called Jeffrey's Passage.
Wow, Jeffrey, aren't you famous? You mentioned one earlier called Twat, didn't you?
Yes. Let me see if I...
And it's one of the Isles of Shetland, up in Scotland. So it's called Twat. Welcome to Twat.
Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty.
Oh, Daniel, look at this one. This one's for the old ladies that live there. Slag Lane.
I just saw one. Where is it? Pratt's Bottom.
Oh, yeah. I like that. And for the people of Dorset, which you mentioned earlier, the place called Shitterton.
Yes. Yes. Shitterton and Shittington. That's in Bedfordshire.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Yeah. That's all. Those were all in England.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many. Oh, I know this one because it's not. Where is it? I know it. I can't remember where I know it from because it's not far from us where I live. Wet Wang.
Wet what?
Wet Wang.
Wet Wank.
No, Wang.
Wet Wang. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, because it's the Chinese word for penis. So wet penis. Yeah. Well, there's been a few of those.
Yeah,
around.
I know that one. It's not far from us, and I don't know how. Oh, that's it. That's the one. I was literally looking through this before we started. This list. Where is it? Literally just saw it. Oh, Forest Dyke Road.
Forest Dyke Road. Oh dear. So it's a forest full of dykes doing what they're doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We literally just saw it. There we go. Yeah, Twat. Literally, that's in Scotland.
Yeah. The most painful spot in Lanarkshire in Scotland is a place called Dick Court. Yeah.
Why not?
You know what? Right. Of all those that we've said so far, my favourite one has to be Fingering Hoe because it's just so full on. That's my favourite.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find any more. There doesn't really seem to be any. Bully Hole Bottom. That seems to be the only decent one I can find in Wales?
Bully Hole Bottom.
Bully Hole Bottom. It looks like we're going to have to... Well, there doesn't really seem to be any more, unless I literally just rattle the whole lists off. But there's no way I'm doing that.
You know what? We can put it to our viewers. If you've got a list of names or places that are very off the cuff, and you think
we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this at some point.
If you think you can do better than what we've done so far, just comment. In the commentary section, what names that you know that we've not read out. Give us a laugh.
Yes.
Tell us what you got.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Funny place names.
And if we offended any towns and people that live in these places, it's not meant to be offended.
It's not. We're just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, we're having a bit of fun of names that we never thought existed as town places or areas. So well done, you that live there, and you're very brave.
Yes. And I hope anyway that you didn't intentionally move there because of the name. If you did, then credit to you.
Okay, well, would you live in a place which had names like that? Would you happily move to a place like that?
No, probably not.
So you couldn't be. You just wouldn't be comfortable living fingering her. Okay, fair enough. No,
this is where we get a message from someone saying that they live in a place like that, in the rude place name. I'm like, well, I'm sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. I do as well. But I just wonder who even thinks of the names and why they even allow them to be that way. It'll be something to do with history. I can't see like with London, a lot of the places are named after a particular thing. Because obviously Dick Turpin Road. That's not well, it's on the list for some reason, but I can't see it as a rude place name.
No.
Dick Turpin was...
the highway.
Yeah, the highwayman.
Yeah, he was.
All right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I was going to say... historic person, Dick is a shortened down version of William.
Dick. Oh, no, it's Richard.
Oh, Richard, that's it. Yeah. Why did I get William for?
William. Well, you've had a lot of Dick on your mind when you've been reading the list. So, yeah, you've got William. William, Willie, Will, Lamb, and William. Billy's a twisted version of William. So
I don't know where I got William for. Anyway, Richard, because Richard, as in Nightwing's real name is Richard Grayson, but he goes by as Dick Grayson. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Speaking of movies and stuff, we were gonna go on to reboots and stuff, but I think I'm having too much fun talking about this.
Yeah, reboots of movies. Do we like them? Do we like them or do we not?
Some, yes. Some, most of them, no.
It depends how they're done, though, isn't it? It depends how they're done. Some of them are done so badly that you just think, why did you even bother? And why does it need to be rebooted? Is it because of the failure? It just
seems to be a lot of the classic ones that are getting rebooted. Yes, obviously reboot. They do classic reboots of it. I mean, Jurassic World. I don't see why they did that, because if you've watched the first 3 Jurassic Park films, why would they try it again?
That's a good point, because maybe in the movie that the scientists are thinking we can now contain this properly without having any kind of accidental escape of our prehistoric creatures. But then, like you said, why would you do it again when don't you learn from your mistakes from the last 2 or 3 movies previously?
Exactly.
But even then, sequels tend to be a bit the same. There's no real progression from those type of movies for me. It's always the same thing. Monsters escapes, people get killed, and
Yeah,
chewed up.
pretty much. Speaking of which, I know we're going to stay on the topic of reboots, but apparently someone told me last night that I was talking to at the pub. They said that apparently Elon Musk wants to make a Jurassic Park, as in, like, he wants to try and create real dinosaurs. And I'd be like, why? Have you ever watched the Jurassic Park films?
It's not just that. It's the fact of why would you try to bring back to life the most dangerous creatures on planet Earth?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Man back then was very primitive. Well, we were very primitive, gatherer hunters, and I can imagine quite a few prehistoric men were gobbled up quite easily. Can you imagine the furore if Elon Musk's zoo becomes a place of threat?
Exactly.
From dangerous people who just want to release T-Rexes and God knows what into the city, just to I don't understand.
Know. Anyway, enough of that. Jurassic Park, basically, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't make any more Jurassic Park films.
No, we've had too many now, and they're just becoming a bit
stale.
Yeah.
At least with the originals, they actually progressed the story along. The first one, they obviously, the second one was.
It's okay because you know what, we were still riding high on the originality of the first one.
Yeah.
So you automatically expect the same thing from the second one, and which it was all right.
And then the third one, it was still all right. It was just that they were continuing a few years later when everything had been overgrown. There was still dinosaurs about.
Indeed.
Moving on to a different one. You got anything?
What about reboots of, say, things like Batman? Because there've been so many Batman reboots,
yes.
Right? I know you like them.
Some of them. I like some of them.
Yeah.
I wasn't keen on the Ben Affleck one.
No.
Or Batman versus Superman. I wasn't keen on those.
But, between Batman and, Superman, Batman's had the most reboots in my eyes over the years.
Majority,
yeah.
He's
we're yet to have
quite a few people.
Yes, indeed. And we're having one from
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, but that's Batman Year One. So this is the Batman who's already been himself for a year, and we're seeing how he grows from being a young man in the Batsuit to what we know of him now.
Did you say is it based off Year One and the Long Halloween?
Apparently so. This is what we're piecing together. That it's part of the Long Halloween storyline, which is fine because it makes sense of all the villains in his movie.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that. And yet, some of the, the Michael Keaton one was cool. I like that one. I like those movies. I like the Christian Bale one because they're the ones I grew up with.
Yes, indeed. That'll be from your time.
Yeah. I wasn't particularly keen on Bane. It's because they made him too different.
I actually did. Well, I didn't know much about Bane back then when he actually came about. I didn't realise that the original. Are you talking about what's his name? The actor that played Bane in the recent one. Oh God, I can't remember his name. Hang on, I can tell you in a minute. He's the very well-known actor. Oh, Tom
Hardy.
No, Tom Hardy. That's the one. So Tom Hardy Bane, that wasn't your.
No, I mean because I'm used to seeing Bane with the massive venom tanks on his back.
Yes.
Using a dial and bulk up. But instead, in these movies, they changed it to that he was just a very strong bloke.
Fair enough.
I do like it. I just wasn't keen on it as much. No, I don't mind watching it. I just.
I'm kind of used to the camp Batman, the first couple of movies in the 90s, because I was used to them with, who was it?
Michael Keaton.
Keaton, Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer and who's the other one? But the worst character of those movies that I couldn't stand is Jim Carrey as
the Riddler.
Riddler. Sorry, but
Kind
no.
of makes sense. I mean, he's been very camp in a lot of films.
Yeah, he is rather, and that's the problem with Jim Carrey. Most of his characterizations very samey in anything he does. It's all over the top. You recognise it from thing. The best thing he's actually done for me was the Grinch. For me,
Yes, that was very good. Moving on to a different reboot. You said we were talking about this. I like the Bumblebee. You don't.
I don't. I can't see why you like that. I mean, I've seen it. The one where Bumblebee's on his own with that girl.
Yeah.
As a lead.
Yeah.
No, I watched it once, and I said, nah, not for me. I prefer Bumblebee as part of the
Shia LaBeouf one.
Well, yeah, that and Transformers in general. He was
yeah. They decided to make a Transformers cinematic universe. It didn't work out because Shia LaBeouf was...
He's a tosser, really.
Very much. I mean, speaking of Transformers, you ever seen that animated movie they did quite a while back? It's the...
There is one or two I've seen. But I couldn't give you the name of them.
I've watched it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was pretty cool. I mean, I like the animated movies they do for stuff.
Did you ever watch the TV series of Transformers and all that?
Which one?
The various ones that they did anyway.
I've watched one, I think. No, I have watched one. I have watched one, I believe. I liked him. I mean,
do you think Transformers as a movie franchise has had its day now? Do you think that's what we had so far? That's it. Leave it alone now.
Yes, I think so. They are doing another one, but not with Haley Steinfeld or whatever, however you pronounce her name. They are doing another one, but it's based similar time zone to the Shia LaBeouf ones.
Oh, so they're going back to that timeline of it.
I think so. If I've seen the thing right, because I was looking up Bumblebee on Wikipedia, and I saw it somewhere on there. But I like that movie. I did.
Okay, but if you're saying that Bumblebee is a good, I'll give it another spin at some point and give it a reappraisal. Maybe because it wasn't Shia LaBeouf in it, and it wasn't Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. They did I forgot they did another with Mark Wahlberg. I think it was because mostly I wasn't interested. I saw the Bumblebee. I thought, why not? I'll go and see it, and I really enjoyed it.
Good. Okay, now another reboot that's coming up in the offing is Fantastic Four. Am I correct?
I'm looking forward to that because they've screwed it up with both attempts.
I think the original attempt was fine with Chris Evans and all those other lot that was in the first two. I mean, you weren't keen on the Silver Surfer one, were you?
No. I like the original one.
Yeah.
And I gave the rebooted one a chance.
Oh, yeah, the one that came out of nowhere and no one even remembers it. I don't even remember it.
I gave it a chance and I was like, nah, don't like it. I think that was just because I was used to watching the original. And I thought,
that makes sense.
No chance. I don't know who the casting's supposed to be for it, but they have announced that they are planning on doing it, or they are thinking of doing it.
Are they going to bring back Doctor Doom as the main protagonist again?
I don't know. Because again, we don't know if it's from the original, if it's from them starting out or them. I don't know. Because again, to be fair, it probably will be because it's connected to the MCU this time. So again, we'd have heard about them if already.
Do you think, Dan, that the MCU are good at reboots over the DC? Do you think they're good at it, or do you think that it's
reboots
not really
in general? I mean, because the MCU is mostly just stuffing villains and things in now, but it makes sense. I mean, with the MCU, it's doing well because when the first few movies were just Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and then they started adding other heroes into it, here and there. They've done Spider-Man. That's one we can mention in a couple of minutes. Spider-Man, and then Black Panther, and Doctor Strange, and things like that. It's just...
I think Doctor Strange, for me, because it's new to the cinematic universe, I'm interested in that. I like watching him when come back to the very good likeness for Doctor Strange.
Yes, if you actually see in the comics, he looks very, very similar.
Very, very similar. So that's the goodest. So I'm looking forward to seeing him back again with the one where he has WandaVision in it and Spider-Man. Is that right? When they bring back
I think they are. I think in Spider-Man, because so far there has been or supposed to be a ton of, like, each movie there's supposed to be like a cameo or a scene with another hero or something in it. This one we don't know yet, because the original one was Iron Man. The second one was, Nick Fury, I think. Yeah, it was Nick Fury. And then this one we don't know yet, because we're still not 100% on Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire yet, but we are 100% on Dr. Octopus.
That's true. I saw an article, I think it was yesterday, where Alfred Molina was doing an interview about the possibility of him being I
think it's been confirmed. I think it's been confirmed he's coming back.
Yeah, I think he actually confirmed it himself in the article yesterday, saying that, yes, he may be in it, but he's not giving much away about it.
I'm glad, because I think he's the only one that could play Doc Ock.
That's because we've got nothing else to put up against. Because there's no one else that's done it before, we can't really put him up against anyone else. But yeah, I'd like to see him do it. He's a bit up there now, age-wise, and he's changed a lot since, the Tobey Maguire movies. It's been a long time.
It has been a while. I mean, speaking of those movies, they attempted it. I mean, the first two were okay. First two were okay with Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
I remember them very well. The third one, with the Venom one, for crying out loud. I'll be back in a sec. You can keep it. I've got a thing to take, a phone call.
Okay, go on, off you go, and I'll sort these people out. So yes, people, the MCU and the DC. I just see sometimes with DC, they do make good movies. They do come out with something. I know it's a space race kind of thing, so look who can do better. But when you look at things like Wonder Woman, the original one for me was fantastic, and Gal Gadot is excellent at it. But when I've watched Wonder Woman 1984, I thought that was kind of shite. It didn't really gel with me.
I haven't seen it.
You have not seen that. Well, I'll wait until you've seen that before, because I'd be interested to see what you think about that. With 1984, I think it's the villain, which was the guy that plays the Mandalorian. What's his name again? I keep forgetting his name. The Mandalorian. Pascal.
Oh, yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, he plays the main villain in Wonder Woman 1984. He was the most irritating villain I ever come across in cinematic. I couldn't bear him on screen at all. So yeah, with that was the worst movie for last year, or from when I saw it. Anyway,
back to Spider-Man. I enjoyed the first two. The third one seemed to be forced. Plus, plus obviously we had Tobey Maguire dancing.
Oh, I remember that. Yes, I remember that scene. It was a bit wankerish.
They attempted it again with The Amazing Spider-Man.
With Garfield, where he did the same.
For God's sake. You're gonna have to keep yourself busy again, mate. I've got another phone call coming through.
Okie dokie, son. Okie dokie. So yeah, I'm going to say that with the Tobey Maguire movies, I really enjoyed them for what they were back in the day. So they were tongue-in-cheek and, a bit funny here and there. With Spider-Man movies, excluding Tom Holland's movies, but with Andrew Garfield's movies, I'm not quite sure why people have problems with those, because they were good. I mean, him with was it a Green Goblin or the Hobgoblin? I enjoyed that movie. That was cool in the way it was presented. Andrew Garfield did come across a miserable kind of Spider-Man, but the word is what? Melancholic. Melancholic. I can see where people think that he doesn't really suit the character. And Peter Parker is most notably known to be a teenager at high school, whereas Andrew Garfield looked like a grown-up adult in his first job in the world, sort of thing. So he didn't kind of gel with the character. The movies were okay. It depends what your taste is in them. With Tom Holland, I think they gone back to form with the teenage Spider-Man. Tom Holland just suits it. It fits him to be Spider-Man with the comical side of it. His best friend, the girl that he loves in it, she's cool. But I just think that with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, too many people know who he is as Spider-Man, and I wish they kept his anonymity a bit more closed than open.
With Tom Holland, though, he has been Spider-Man for a little while. It's not him from the start.
True, that's true.
I mean, Iron Man knew of him, had been, keeping an eye on him, and decided just to pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, so Iron Man took him under his wing just to make sure that he...
Also, he picked on him for Civil War.
Yes, indeed.
He did do very well. He managed to capacitate Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Indeed. He managed to capacitate both of them, considering the flight suit seems to be pretty strong, and Bucky is quite strong.
Yeah. What do you think about Tom Holland's spider suit being more high-tech than what we normally would be used to? Do you like that?
I like it. I do.
Do you not think it makes him less of a human in a spider suit?
Yeah, but he hasn't got the way that the web comes out of his fingers like the other two. Mm-hmm. It's more tech-based. The only thing that he has power-wise... The only thing he has it's his strength and his super strength and his super sense. He doesn't have it coming out of his fingers like he did in the past two.
But then it questions when he's crawling up walls and stuff. He's obviously using spider suckers or whatever, which makes them.
Oh yeah. No, but he has got that power anyway as well. It's just the sticky webs. They're through the canisters on his wrists.
Yeah, I'm not quite. I mean, I kind of like the way that it just comes out of his fingers because it's part of his DNA.
I suppose. Yeah. I just prefer it the way it's done in
the techno version Spider-Man.
Because the MCU is quite more tech-based than it is. You can see it in the suits and the way that the characters, like Iron Man, for instance, we always knew that he was tech-based anyway.
Yes.
But it does seem more tech-based. With Falcon, the wingsuit is tech-based. I mean, it's more of a paratrooper thing in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
With Bucky's arm, I mean, that's tech-based aneway. I mean,
that's technically bionic, so but it's still part of him. If you know what I mean, it's part of.
Yeah. With Black Panther, that's tech-based instead of just being a costume.
Costume with tech. Yeah.
Because the suit's got like it has claws coming out of it when you need it.
Retractable claws, and all that. I suppose in a way, tech-based costumes and superheroes are a bit more there, more than else. Not what's the word? Mutant human types. Mutant humans are becoming less and less.
I suppose. What next reboot can I think of?
Oh yeah, a reboot.
I suppose all the like Godzilla and King Kong
They sometimes they can be hit and miss for me.
Yeah.
The King Godzilla movies. I mean, this recent one we just had.
I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it. I really badly want to see it.
It was really, really good. It wasn't bogged down with anything. It was a straightforward, sit back, eat your popcorn, and enjoy it kind of movie. It was good. It's on the same lines as Skull Island in a way.
I liked it though with Skull Island. That was awesome. It was set in an interesting time.
Yes.
And then on top of that, with I mean, it's a lot better than the one that came out in 2000
with
Godzilla.
Yeah, the one with what's his name, and I thought, oh my god! But you know what? For back then, it was quite a good movie back then. For me, anyway.
It's now a lot of people's one of the. It's
a naff movie when you think about it. Compared, that's the same as things like Inspector Gadget and things like that. A bit stupid.
I suppose so. Yeah. What else? I suppose what's the other one? Oh, Ninja Turtles. They've done a lot of those.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure whether I like the originals, and like Secret of the Ooze.
I've seen it, but I like it. It's funny.
Yeah.
And then it turns out just to be dish soap.
There you go.
Sorry, I don't mean to spoil it for people, but it's.
Well.
I didn't mean to spoil it. Anyway, I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm more for the original one than what we got now. What we got now is okay, but have you ever noticed though, Dan, that most movies now tend to be really dark and gritty and very sort of like there's nothing really comes out lighthearted these days. It's all doom and gloom in movies now, superhero movies. You don't get the fun part of it anymore.
No.
In particular, the Superman later movies with Henry Cavill, and that one with Michael Shannon, who played General Zod. That was a darker movie for me when they brought that one out.
I do see it being quite dark. I think that's an issue with cinema at the moment. Yeah. Unless it's a kids' film, it's normally quite dark, even though the movie's not really supposed to be.
I think they're trying to up the sort of like so people can take them seriously. But when you look at Christopher Reeve Superman, although they were a bit corny, they were fun.
I've seen one of them, and I saw the bloke who played the Atom at Swan.
Ah, you saw that one. The Christopher Peace, that one is. The Christopher Peace. It is.
No, the actor who played him.
I saw the actor who plays
he plays the Atom in the Flash in the CW.
Oh, you mean? See, I got confused with what you were talking about. I get you now. I get you. Oh, you saw him? How was that?
I liked that. I kind of liked it. Like you said, it was a bit corny, but a lot of films were back then.
Yeah, true. Then we have what do you think about Miss Marvel?
I liked it. It was a new character. It's basically bringing out another female superhero.
Yeah, true.
Female character, because a lot of this was, like mostly male orientated. A lot of the characters were male.
Yeah, but it's fine that they did that with her. But the point with her character, her superhero, she is too overpowerful. What you can't really do anything else with her because she's basically untouchable. I mean, in the case of that movie, was it Endgame that she was in at the end?
Yeah.
When she came along right at the end, it was like, well, you can do away with everybody else. Let her just take over everything and sort it all out, because she was basically indestructible there. That's why I don't like that character too much. It's too overpowerful for me with Miss Marvel.
Oh, I've just thought of another reboot.
Go on.
Maverick, based off. It's like a reboot, not a reboot, but it's like quite a long time after Top Gun.
Oh, now I've only ever seen. I've only ever seen Top Gun. I've not seen Maverick yet.
Well, no, I don't think it's out, is it?
Oh, is it not out yet? Okay,
I
fair
don't
enough.
think so. I'm just talking about.
Is that still with Tom Cruise though?
I think so.
Oh, blimey, because he's yet to do. He's still doing another Mission Impossible as well, isn't he? Another one has been rolled out.
Yeah, there's also, speaking of movies like that, Fast and Furious. That's another one.
Yeah, I've only seen one or two of those, which I said to you a couple of days ago. I've only seen one and two. I haven't seen the rest of those.
I seen all of them. I really do like them. I just don't know why they brought another one out.
Okay, so you think it's had its kind of moment of. I mean, how many do you seen all of them? How many have there been then? So there's been like what, six? This is the seventh one.
Seven so far. Oh wait,
Wow.
no, because then there was one in between that, but it wasn't like a major.
Here.
No, it wasn't like an actual movie. I think it was like a side one. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, no. I don't know what you mean. I saw it not so long ago. It's the names of the two characters, isn't it? Hobson Shaw or something like that.
I think so.
But
I can't remember.
I think it's called Hobson Shaw, and I watched it, and it was quite fun with Jason Statham and somebody else. That was quite fun actually. I enjoyed it. Hobson Shaw. I'm sure that's what it's called.
What else? Movie wise. What else? We've done superhero films, we've done action films, we've done Ninja Turtles.
What about any animation? Any animations that are coming out that you're looking forward to that you've heard of?
Oh well, speaking of animations in general, don't think so.
It's all quiet on that side at the moment. Okay,
I think so, because I can't remember what's exactly coming out. Again,
True.
it just seems to be, at the moment, it seems to be just going all at once.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of live action animations, if you know what I mean. The ones where they used to be animation, but they're now putting them in, like Jungle Book and other stuff.
Yeah, live action movies. Yeah.
What do you think about those? I'm not really
I
keen.
don't like them because it ruins the classic feel of the animated movies.
You're right. It kind of just does it, and they have changed them to a certain way where things that were every day, where people now think of them as being kind of racist, or they take away things like that.
Yes. It's because as a kid you don't really realize a lot of the movies are being racist in certain ways, and you don't realize it. It was like in Dumbo with the crow.
Yeah, that's right. They removed the crows from the Dumbo movie. Well, they kind of reinvented them in a way.
Yeah, and then what else? Anyway, I just don't particularly like them. I did.
So there was what? There was the Jungle Book, the Lion King. There was something else.
Aladdin. There was Dumbo. There's been Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
If you do count Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, you could do actually. You could do.
They've done Maleficent and Cinderella.
Do you know what though? I do like Maleficent. I watched both of those movies. I do like them. They're kind of cool. They're good.
Beauty and the Beast, I like that one. That's the only one of the ones. Unless the early ones, yes, but the later ones, no. I enjoy Beauty and the Beast because it was the first time that I actually properly sat down and enjoyed it. Because as a kid, I didn't watch the princess films.
Ah, okay.
I watched all the others, like Dalmatians and the only one I did was they've done Lady and the Tramp, live action one of those. They changed it a little bit.
Did they? They would have to. Did they actually have live dogs playing?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was just like animated into looking live action.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of Disney movies, they did another Toy Story film, fourth one, which didn't really need doing.
You don't think so? No, yeah, because I know you're saying you watched the fourth one. I kind of liked it because there were certain characters that were new to it. You know, like a spoon or a spoon or a fork character.
Spock. The
Spock, yeah,
Spock. The Spock.
yeah, he was fun. I liked him.
Where he just thought he was trash.
Yes, and then you had the sad sort of like realization of Andy and the cowboy. What's the cowboy one called?
Woody.
Woody.
Well, no, because with 4, Andy, the toys had already been given to that lass.
That's right. Yeah.
So there was no real thing about Andy. Woody basically was getting not really played with a lot. That's why he stayed with Bo and Ducky and Bunny.
Indeed.
Their voices, man. Oh, Christ. They picked whoever they were. I swear I know them. Anyway.
It was a bit of a tearjerker, though, at the end.
Yeah.
I found it sad at the end.
I swear I've heard rumours about them doing another Shrek film. They don't need to do another one of those.
What do you think? I mean,
No.
the ones that they had so far, but they are good though. All the Shrek movies, not one of them is a one. They're all funny and good in their own way.
What else are they doing with movies at the moment? I mean, suppose you could call. No, we're not going to call that.
Cool.
It's not really a reboot. It's more like making it into a movie. When they make stuff into a movie, like Cats.
Yeah.
That just looked weird.
Oh my God, no.
That just looked weird.
The most worst movie of recent times. The Cats.
Well, it's the only one I can think of.
No, but it is. But you're right though. It was horrendous.
It's just the way they looked. They were cats, and then you just have the actor's face.
Yes.
Just hear the banging in the background.
Yeah, I heard that as well. I'm trying to work out whether it's out there or downstairs.
That was just horrible. That was just horrible. I don't give a damn about they. I never seen it. It's just the pictures and the trailers I've seen of it.
I know what you mean. I've seen the trailers and I thought, not for me. Not for me whatsoever. Okay, mate.
Can't think of any other movies to bitch about. But I've been watching a lot of YouTube recently just to keep myself occupied.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a bloke who's been trying to do something to save squirrels. But he does it in a funny way.
Save squirrels? Come on, let's hear this.
Basically, the bloke has traps in his garden and they get activated. And he's got a camera so he can see what happened for them to go over to the trap.
Okay.
And he basically is releasing the squirrels in like a remote area.
Oh,
it's cool. It's quite funny. He did that video where he went to that fat bloke's house. Can you remember when that bloke that was really into Star Wars?
I'm trying to think that. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, he that bloke who lived in it with his mom in a rundown house with a load of cats.
Okay.
Apparently, from what I've heard, the bloke's mum's died.
Oh, blimey.
He also got swatted, as in SWAT team came and arrested him because somebody pranked him saying that he'd killed his mum. But his mum had been dead by this point and at least 2 months, apparently.
But they're saying that he was responsible for her death.
No, but there was no issues. She just died of natural causes.
No, but the pranksters were trying to make it out that he's the one.
Yeah, but he'd already reported her death.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, apparently that happened.
That's horrible.
The bloke lives on his own now, but he seems to be doing really well.
Hopefully he is. Hopefully, God rest his mother's soul and everything. But wow,
yeah,
that's just.
We're just talking about YouTube now for some reason.
No, but it's fine.
The stuff I find on YouTube, mate, it's.
I tell you what, Daniel, the things that you presented to me from YouTube, the weird and wonderful. That's all I can say about that. The weird and wonderful.
It's because I'm subscribed to quite a few channels, and they're all connected somehow. Like they know someone who knows this other YouTuber. Yeah, they make some interesting
content.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what you've got to be on YouTube now. You've got to be original.
It's hard to be original when you've got thousands and thousands of YouTube channels floating around, and everybody's basically doing the same thing, or the same kind of content. You just have to rise above what they're doing to make yourself be seen and heard more.
Yeah. What was the thing? Can you remember when they used to do those toy channels, where there was a load of parents who do toy channels, where they'd basically be like, "Oh, we've been sponsored by Walmart today. Here's a load of toys for you to test out." And basically the kid probably isn't interested. I mean, he is interested because he's getting toys, but but his dad or his mom is only doing it for the
revenue.
Yeah.
From that.
I mean, yeah, he gets toys, but it becomes a thing where the kid is reliant on that.
Is that still a thing though now? Even on YouTube?
I don't think so. But it was, and I just don't like it.
Right.
Or the parent would take his kid to Walmart or wherever and say, "Pick out as many toys as you like. This is all being," and he'd be like, "This is all being sponsored by such and such," and I'd be like, "Wow, like why?" There's all those channels that make songs as well, like little kids songs where they basically, it's just horrible. That was just a horrible time in YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind sponsorships where they have where they say, "Oh, I'm today sponsored by such and such. They make excellent wallets. You won't need a big bulky wallet ever again." They're cool. Look, those wallets are pretty cool. Or they sponsor into games.
Yeah.
See, I may have played a couple of them, and they are pretty cool. And they are really cool. Or the cooking ones. They say like Blue Apron. They say like, "Oh, all the food is nicely packed and delivered to you within such and such days."
Okay, so you also get those kind of messages come across to sell their wares.
Yeah,
and
basically. Oh, you get NordVPN. I mean, that is a cool thing because with VPNs you can basically trick where you are, trick your computer or the thing to think of you're in America or not the UK.
A lot of those you've got to fork out for, though, isn't it? But
yes,
is it worth?
But if you,
is it worth the pricing? Is that what you're saying? That it's worth paying?
Yes and no. It depends. If you're in an airport, because the Wi-Fi in an airport is like open just to anyone. It's not, you don't have to log in or anything. You just do it. With a VPN, you're protected.
Yeah, you can secure your phone, your whatever you're using, and so no one can get into your private things and stuff.
But with VPNs as well, you can trick it to thinking, say your Netflix, because certain different countries have different stuff on their Netflix.
I discovered that not so long ago. I thought Netflix was the same all over, but apparently not.
No, because with like Pokemon Journeys, that's on Netflix in America, but not here.
Yeah,
which is a shame.
Really. It is a shame.
I really, really want to watch it again. We need to do that. We really do. Me and Phil basically got into watching it and then started watching something else because there was a bunch of basically got through all the episodes, and I
said we drew it all quite a lot. What was it about? we went through what 52 episodes,
something like that, and then there was only an episode each week. And I thought, let's leave it a little while until there's some more episodes.
Yeah,
something like that. And then basically that was the gist. With Netflix in America, they have it on there.
But it's even if you have a VPN to watch the American one, I don't know whether it's a workable thing. I don't know whether it is, because you still have to sign into your Netflix account. And if your account,
I think that's the case. Yes, I'm not 100% how they work. I mean, again, being a tech, a tech guru, or knowing about technology, I've never actually looked up how they work. I've never taken one of those things, say like, oh, you can get 10% off, kind of things from a YouTuber. I have thought about it, and I may do it if there's a YouTuber that I know that does that.
Indeed.
I may do it. We'll see what I could think of. I've just been watching a lot of YouTube that I've sent you in the past. Can you remember me sending you that one about Soldier Boy?
Soldier Boy, is that the one with the music video? No, that's not him. That was iDubbbz, that one.
The one where John Tron was basically talking about a fake gaming console that Soldier Boy was trying to sell.
Okay.
And market as his own. Anyway, I'll send you the video. But basically, John basically talks about Soldier Boy tried to sell off this console as his own, even though it's been on Amazon for years.
Because he's hoping people will forget that it exists previously, and it's a new thing from him. Okay.
Yeah, and he got sued by Nintendo. Because a lot of the games on it were ROMs from Nintendo games, like Super Mario Brothers and whatnot, that kind of thing. So Nintendo sued him, I think.
Good. I'm glad they did that, because when you're trying to fob yourself off like that, that's out of order.
Pretty much. What else? What other YouTube stuff have I been watching? I've been watching like a lot of music videos, but again, that's just normal. That's just like, oh, I want to watch this. I just want to listen to this song.
Yeah. I mean, with your help and everything, I've discovered new music that I've not heard before with you. So there's certain bands and certain solo artists that I thought, oh, okay, this is cool. So I appreciate that. Indeed.
But no, YouTube seems to be a great place to go if you're bored. Netflix as well, or just one of those catch-up streaming services. Like iPlayers. You basically just watch catch-up TV, or
which is what we do a lot.
Oh yeah, it's the only thing we can do a lot of the time.
Right now I'm doing an awful lot of retreading of Gogglebox. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm
doing Ackley Bridge at the moment.
Yeah, do you know what? I was meant to start that last night, and I'm going to do it today at some point. The first episode of
either 4 or 5 of the first season.
Is that where you are? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I like it. The characters seems to be different in the new one, though, that's been advertised.
Yeah, because most of the characters that you're watching now have either died or got moved on in life.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's funny. It's funny. Again, if you don't know what Ackley Bridge is, people, it's a show set in Yorkshire, and it's basically a bunch of school children and teachers. It's funny. Basically, 2 schools became 1, basically.
I still think it's not a patch on Waterloo Road though. I
No,
enjoy
no,
Waterloo Road
no,
so
no.
much.
I remember Waterloo Road as a kid.
That's fun. Period.
Speaking of TV shows I used to watch as a kid, I mean, to be fair, we were talking quite a long time about cars in general, weren't we, yesterday?
Yes.
A lot of it was mostly like, well, my dad's been offered to swap his Ford Focus RS, for a Ford Mustang. And I don't know why he's either say no or I don't know why he's saying no, or he would say no. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice car, the RS.
Indeed, which can be attested by Top Gear. So yes.
Yes, because it's fast as well for a little hatchback. But with a Mustang, it's got a nice roar of an engine. There's a bloke in who goes, where have I seen it? It might have been the Olympia. But yeah, he's got one. And he turned on his engine and I'm like, wow. There's another one with a McLaren. I'm like, why?
Oh, McLaren.
No, yeah, they're nice cars.
Yeah.
I told you about the time I went to that track day.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
Yep. I talked a bit about Top Gear. That might be on another episode. Maybe when it comes back.
Yeah, when it comes back, we'll delve into Top Gear with Paddy and Chris.
And Freddie.
Yeah.
Seems to be a good team at the moment. I like it. I like it. It's not just forced. It seems to genuinely be them enjoying themselves.
Yeah, they're a convincing trio. A very convincing.
Yeah, they're calling each other Patrick, Christopher, and Andrew. This just, it's, like mates who they just normally call. I sometimes call you Philip instead of Phil. As a thing, just to say.
Being like a head teacher, Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of good telly on it. Well, I say good telly. It's most of the nights seem to be the same.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you've got the odd interesting shows that we try and watch, but most of our shows are off the air now, so we're trying to scrabble for something to entertain us.
Yeah, pretty much. I saw the other day on All 4 an advert for Lego Masters USA.
I've been wanting to watch it. I thought, is that a bit too highbrow for me? Have you watched it?
No, I want to. It's got Ben Affleck as the voiceover guy.
Is it? Has it? What? I didn't know that. Okay, well, that's something we can...
that's basically they get a task to build something out of Lego. Basically, that's the gist of it.
What is it about? When the bloke's...
Basically, because they're getting annoyed.
Oh.
And they're saying that we were told to build something, not blow it up. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. That's pretty much telly at the moment. It seems to be quite boring. Again, you can't really record things, film stuff at the moment. But at least maybe put on like an old series. Say like that people haven't watched for a while.
That can be done. But
it depends which series you're going to go for.
Yeah, what genre, and
because at the moment, Line of Duty's on. People say that's pretty good. I haven't watched that yet. After that, I don't know what's going to be on.
That's true.
Same with the game shows. What are we going to do after that? Are they going to give Paddy another one?
And here's my 500 show.
I mean, can I see your voice? Or is it? I can see your voice, or whatever it is. Yeah, whatever it's called. Anyway, basically that. He seems to be quite a good presenter, and he's a good presenter anyway. But the judges, he seems to get on well with them.
Can I ask you to hold the fort?
Yes, I can do that.
Thank you.
Have you got that bloke arrived?
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll be
okay. So yeah, that seems to be the case at the moment with TV. It's seems to basically be a lot of game shows at the moment, a lot of soaps, occasional crime drama, or a celebrity gets one of those shows where they're doing random shows. I mean, at the moment they've got Stacey Dooley doing that one about basically people, celebrities guessing if if a particular person owns a particular house. That's quite funny. That is quite funny. It's yeah. I'm just really can't wait till a lot of the TV shows come back. There's quite a few that I want to watch when they return. Um, what else is there at the moment? What's in the news? Oh, apart from Elon Musk deciding to try and build a Jurassic Park, I mean, that's not going to happen. I mean, yeah, he's a successful bloke. He made a world famous electric car. I don't like electric cars. They, especially Tesla. I mean, yeah, they're interesting cars. They just seem more like and it's not just a car. It's pardon me. It seems to be a lot more of we'll go with fashion accessory. They have a tablet in it. They have a thing where you can basically trick particular passengers into thinking you farted in it, or it's a karaoke machine. It's just, I don't like Teslas. I really don't.
And I'm here, right? So what have I missed?
Basically, I was talking about electric cars
Okay, yeah,
briefly.
cool.
We're not talking about them again because you know that I don't like them.
You don't like them at all. Yes, I know that very well. You're not a fan of electric cars, and I don't see the point in them anyway, because you don't. What do you call them? The charging ports.
Yes, with batteries in general, you can't. So if you're basically using your phone, don't put it on charge while you're using it because it depletes. It basically depletes the chargeability of the battery.
I've got to learn not to do that because I do it all the time.
Yes, I'm quite bad for it myself, but with the particular, it loses its charge. It depletes a lot quicker than it used to. It will eventually do really, really bad, and it potentially will explode. The battery will explode. Like when I first got my phone, I got it secondhand, and the battery was really bad. And then I found out that it exploded.
Oh, blimey. Is that the same for computers when you've got the charger and the computer?
I think so.
Okay,
But you could easily replace that. You could easily replace the battery in that.
Yeah, true.
With a lot of phones, you can't get into the back of them.
No, that's true. That's true. So I have to learn not to charge it. If I'm going to charge it when the phone's off. Is that what you're saying? So always turn the phone off.
Or not using it in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically just don't use it.
All right.
Going on a weird tangent.
There's a little thing for you there from Daniel. How not
basically
to...
just don't use it while you... Just basically don't charge it while you're using it.
Yeah.
I really get scared when my phone goes to at least 30%, but, you know.
The world's not going to end because it's on 30%.
Well, we're normally talking or messaging each other, and I'm like, oh, crap. I am busy, and I can't talk to you anymore. So I better tell you, and that's the gist of it.
I mean, I might have a bit of a, what's the word?
Whinge about it.
Yeah, I do. But I'm sorry. You know it is.
How long have we been recording now? I can't see.
I can't see myself. I can't remember when we started, to be honest.
No, neither can I. It was like 11 past something. No, it was like something past 11. It's been at least an hour.
An hour?
Maybe.
Yes, we have. I think it's an hour then. Because normally there's a timer on these things, and I can't find
I
it.
swear there is one.
Well, I mean, you're the host of this one, so it should be.
Yeah, I know. It should normally pop up somewhere.
Yeah. Let's just say we've done over an hour.
Near enough. Yeah, no, that's the. Really? Why is it not?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Anyway, the gist of it is we don't know how long. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to start putting a stopwatch on my phone to figure out how long we've been doing it, because
I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. And for some reason, for me to have a copy of this, I have to ask you for permission, because I tried to do it earlier, and it says ask the person permission to record.
Oh. Anyway, well, at least I know where to find it now instead of like struggling to find it.
Indeed.
In my folders and stuff. I know exactly where it goes to.
Good man. Good man.
So yeah, we've been recording for at least an hour near enough. If not, then so be it. I'm sure we've had quite a bit of fun today. We talked about rude place names. We talked a bit about TV.
Yeah.
I whinged about Leeds versus Liverpool. We talked a bit about EastEnders.
Yes, we did. Oh, did we?
Yeah, because we were talking about Kush and Grey.
Was that before we recorded or during the recording? I can't remember.
I can't remember. And then we talked a bit about cars.
Yes.
Oh, and the COVID situation. We talked a bit about that and the fact that things are getting slowly back to normal.
Which it is, and
we talked about VPNs and batteries.
Yes.
What is the title going to be? I can't just basically. I'll figure that out. We'll figure that out in a couple minutes.
Can I just put a small little bit about Big Finish? Recently, there's been a new release from David Tennant's Doctor, played by
obviously David Tennant.
David Tennant, yeah. Now, there's one story in this box set, this new box set that they've done called "The Wrong Woman." So you can kind of guess what happens in this. David Tennant's Doctor, the 10th Doctor, actually, before I say this will be a spoiler for people who haven't listened to the box set yet. So if you don't want to know, cover your ears or stop watching.
And basically, it's a spoiler for me, but obviously yeah.
I mean, you and Big Finish have yet to sort of like marry.
Yeah.
So yeah, but for me, it was kind of like now. Before I say that, but they did this with Peter Davison's Doctor and Big Finish. They made him regenerate out of surprise into a different, rather than Colin Baker. He regenerated into a different Doctor altogether before Colin Baker, but it was a brief thing, and then they changed time and put him back to him being the 5th Doctor. Now, saying that, the Tennant one. He got killed, and he regenerated into a woman Doctor. Rather than Matt Smith, he regenerated into a woman Doctor.
So it's a different timeline.
Yeah, a different timeline, and she was an elderly woman because she had quite an elderly voice. So that was a brief thing they did with the story. That's why it's called The Wrong Woman, because but it turns out that it wasn't actually the 10th Doctor regenerating. It was the monk. If you know the character of the monk from you,
I think so. I think so.
They made out it was the 10th Doctor, but it wasn't. It was a monk who's regenerating to a female Doctor. So you call it a nun if you want. So that was the trick that they did. So I found it quite funny, but alarming at the same time.
Haven't they done something recently with Christopher Eccleston? They've done an interview with him.
Yeah. Next month will be the first release of his first box set.
Oh.
In May the 4th, I think.
Oh, Star Wars Day.
Well, there you go. Yeah. But somewhere close to there, May the 4th or 5th, the first Eccleston's finished box set will be released. And then the next one will be later on in the year, and then the 3rd and 4th will come out during 2022.
Ooh.
There you go. So you got that to look forward to. Everybody's I think everybody's positive about that, and they're all looking forward to it. I am as well. We'll see how it pans out.
Any news on the actual TV show at the moment? Nothing. I take it.
Well, again, there's been rumours that Jodie's regeneration scene had been filmed.
Oh.
Have been filmed.
So we see the Doctor before the actual end of the episode, or?
Well, no. It just says that it's definitely been filmed, but no one's sure how, why, or where. But it's being done. And Dan is not staying.
Oh, is he? Is he not?
Oh,
I was kind of looking forward to that.
No, that's what I thought.
So is he leaving the same time as Yaz?
Well, she's going earlier than him.
So he'll be going on a bit later on.
Yeah, he'll be gone. Maybe he'll be gone probably around Jodie's final story. So he'll be gone. But as I understand, Yaz is going a little bit earlier. Maybe story the middle of the season, or maybe even story 7, because it's 8. Because there are 8 stories this season, isn't there? So it makes you wonder. But there is inkling that the regeneration. Oh, that was it. There've been 3 different versions of the regeneration story and regeneration recorded. 3 different ones. We don't know why or whom. Whether it's her, and they're trying to decide which one's the best one, or there's more than one people regenerating in that story.
Oh. Okay.
This is all rumor, though. It's not absolute. It's all what people are speculating. So don't shoot me. Shoot the messenger.
Eventually, when we find out,
we'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I saw. Where is it? I when I was saying about Christopher Eccleston just then, I saw it. Was it? Yeah, on Facebook, where there's a picture of the magazine cover, and it's got Christopher Eccleston on the front. It's probably Doctor Who magazine.
It is.
And it's got an interview with Stephen Moffat.
Interesting.
I think so. I think that's what it is. I'd have to look and that.
I think you're right, because I think that same issue has an interview with Christopher Eccleston coming back to Big Finish and why he's done it, and what his thoughts are about Doctor Who today. What do you think about Doctor Who today? And will he come back to it, and that sort of questioning. So that'd be an interesting read for people who want to get Doctor Who magazine. Yeah, that one.
I have to look for it. I think the supermarkets might sell it.
Yeah. I think it's already out. I'm not sure. If I look at, I can't see because I've got my washing up and I can't really see what my latest magazine is. I'm sure it's his one. Yeah.
So we've just had a bit of a thing about Doctor Who, Big Finish. I think I'll give the Eccleston thing a go. I think I will.
Why not?
And then obviously I'm looking forward to the episodes whenever they come out.
Which were roughly penciled in for October, end of September, October, roughly. That's what I'm saying.
Okie dokes. And then, apart from that, I can't really think of what else that's coming out or that we can talk about. I mean, we can figure out something for next week, obviously. I mean, next week's going to...
Okay. We said our goodbyes to Prince Philip, so that took up all his Saturday.
Yeah, there's been a lot of complaints to the BBC about that.
Again? Yeah, they have.
Because people were looking forward to seeing particular TV shows and they got cancelled.
Indeed. You were out in the pub, if I remember that day, having a good old drink up while I sat there.
Yeah, I for some reason thought that it was all going to be shut. It wasn't.
You know what? I did think that myself, seeing as it was the day of the funeral, and I thought, whether it's going to be on standstill until the thing was done.
Oh, well, it wasn't. Yeah. That's good. Apparently, that's got Harry and William talking.
Yeah, because they have been kind of estranged, really, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've been.
So apparently they've been talking, which is good.
I understand why they left Megan behind because obviously
Well, yeah, she's pregnant, and plus I don't think anyone wanted to see her anyway.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, I feel sorry for Lizzie though. She's on her own, poor thing.
Something to do with her birthday, wasn't it? It was a birthday, and then it was on her own. It was the first birthday on her own.
Oh.
Was it?
Yeah.
Something.
I don't know.
I think I saw it in the paper.
Oh. I didn't think it was a birthday just yet. I thought she had a birthday in the summer or something.
I don't know. I don't know.
It
might just be me looking wrong. Because I walked past the magazine aisle.
Oh, because we know that he missed out. He missed out on his birthday by a month or two.
Yeah.
100th birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently there was supposed to be like a day off.
Yeah.
Celebrate. And I'd have just been like, I don't care. Because I mean, I respect them, but I'm not a royalist.
No, I'm not either. But you know, I never thought I'd see a higher ranking royal die in my lifetime. I mean, we had the mother and the sister, Margaret, the Queen, but I didn't think anybody else would have popped their clogs in my lifetime.
Yet.
Yeah, just yet. There are kind of like speculations and rumors that Lizzie will probably die next year.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's whether it's down to old age or a broken heart, who knows?
A lot of people that's what people speculate when a partner goes not long after.
Yeah, they just give up, don't they? And go, you know what? That's sad. That's a sad feeling. Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway,
basically we talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So on a lighter note, we've had. I hope you enjoyed the content today that we brought you. And if you have anything that you want us to dissect and discuss, drop us a line or a comment, and we'll talk about it. And
of course.
Yes, we will be having guests. But it's just a point of finding the right time. When
exactly.
Because
it's just trying to like figure out what to make the episode about, because we're not 100% what people will be interested in. Because again, I mean, we could talk about Doctor Who for a whole episode, but that might get a bit stale partway through. So we've just got to like try and figure out what we can talk about, and it won't bore our guest.
No, unless our guests have something more they want to add to it that we don't know about, and then that's more than welcome and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I know the big things at the moment are like we talked about, EastEnders. That's the big thing that's going on at the moment with all what's happened there. And then obviously Line of Duty is something like that. But that will be fun for another guest to talk about, because he knows quite an awful lot about it.
Also, Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 5 came out. Did we talk about? Yeah, episode 5 came out. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, just people.
Yeah, episode 5 came out. Zemo got arrested.
Yeah.
Crap Cat got.
Crap Cat.
He got told off. The shield was returned to Sam.
He got stripped of his Captain Americanism. The shield returned to
Sam,
and
Bucky's gone again. He's going to do some stuff.
Okie dokie. Yes, indeed.
Next episode is the final episode of this season.
Already, I can't believe how fast.
I know.
Like that, man. It's like zip, you're done.
I know, it's been so enjoyable.
Yeah,
I've loved it.
I'm sure there's going to be a second run, because
there definitely will be.
Most of the story strands are not really complete yet. It's been too soon, and there's some still lines to follow.
Yeah,
which is good.
We've seen Bucky flirting with Sam's sister, and Sam doesn't look too happy about that. No. That's possibly another storyline they can do. We'll probably see Zemo again. We'll see the Wakandans again.
Yes, we will. And that was a nice little addition while they were there. It was a nice little addition to have that, because that gives us life. That gives Black Panther 2 a life of its own as well. When you think about
it, we'll probably see Captain America again, or whatever his name is. We'll probably see him again.
Considering the ending of that episode where he's building his own shield.
Yes.
Yeah, and I thought,
I forgot about that. Anyway, we'll probably see him again. They'll probably like figure out what's up, because he's obviously taken the serum. It was confirmed. It was confirmed in the episode. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, we're talking too much into this. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, we say that this is probably good. Then we'll talk for like another 5 minutes and stuff. Anyway, it has been fun. Drop us a line if you want to mention something or ask us something or say, oh, could you talk about this in the upcoming episode? Or drop us a like, subscribe. Basically that's the gist. You know what to do. I'll share it as well.
Exactly. And share it, and let everybody give us a platform where we can see what we do and what we're up to.
Yeah. So far we have got 3 subscribers, but I think that's made up of me and Phil subscribing.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. Yeah. I mean, we've got to help ourselves somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you like us and you want to subscribe us, go ahead. Please
Go for it.
Exactly.
Definitely. We'll get more confident at this. I mean, obviously at the moment we're quite quiet and
new to it.
Well, not quiet, but we're like not exactly like the big podcasts.
No, everything starts small and grows and grows. So that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming to grow. Gradually.
Yeah, exactly.
And when there's more topics that are in the now happening, then we can get onto those, and then we can tell us our views about what's going on in the here and now. So, stick with us.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the end of episode 2 of the Southerner and the Northerner podcast. Goodbye from me. Goodbye. I don't know why I did that. That's space stuff. So.
And goodbye from me, the Southerner. I keep getting my places wrong.
Yeah, you do. I don't know. I don't know why. Anyway, goodbye. Goodbye.